A day's been frustrating and cumbersome. There's nothing better for me than to get a blank piece of paper, a pen, and just let the creative juices flow. I'm Gregory Flanagan, and I'm an Army veteran. I served 7 years in the Army. I'm a singer, songwriter, poet. I write short stories, plays, things of that nature.
My name is Bulewa Alamayu, and I'm the CEO of Hero Vets Incorporated. Veterans swore to give their life for their country, and many of them find out when they do return home that they can not adjust as quickly back to civilian life here in the U.S.
When I came out, it was as though nobody cared.
You came out in the 90s.
Yeah, I came out in the early 90s. You expect for somebody to say, hey, thanks.
My name is Ann Preston, and I'm the director and founder of Stride Ahead, which provides equine-assisted therapies. There aren't programs out there for veterans who want to transition back into functioning in the world and being part of our world.
I started hanging out with the wrong people. Next thing you know, I got involved with drugs and alcohol. I had to find out things the hard way. I spent 7 years in uniform, and the pride that was instilled in me in those 7 years was heavily damaged when I found myself homeless. I realized I was homeless the day the lights went out, and it served a notice that I was no longer a tenant at my apartment. My job had ran out, my money had ran out, my wife had ran out, and it was the day after that I realized that I'm homeless. A lot of people are under the assumption that since you're a veteran, job should be a SNAP, but that's nowhere near the truth. Now I gotta fight with 400 guys for a bunk. Sometimes I wind up sleeping on the sidewalk, on some cardboard. And to tell you the truth, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. And you start asking yourself, do people really care?
How you like it, huh?
I liked it. It was so cool.
Yeah.
I don't think Mary stopped smiling yet.
Mary's gonna have that smile for a while.
Hero Vets' mission is to help former military personnel who just happen to be homeless. And we do this by creating projects. And Horses for Homeless Heroes happen to be one of our projects. I served in Vietnam in the United States Marine Corps in 1966. I was wounded over there in 1967. I was led to be homeless back in the 70s. You know, I got out of it, and there are many who did, but I got help, and you need help.
Is this making us friends?
Yes, it's kind of like you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
What we do with the veterans when they come and visit us on the farm is help them have an interaction with the horses.
There you go. All right. Right, never done that before.
That allows them to both just have the fun and joy of being with these big, powerful, beautiful animals, but also begins to bring them to a deeper understanding of themselves.
You find yourself kind of in a situation where you're in a room full of people, but you're all alone at the same time.
Right.
The closest I'd ever come to a horse before was seeing one on TV. When I was a kid, if my rump was this dirty, my mom would kill me. And before I got on the horse, the lady said, this is 2,000 pounds of muscle and all that. That made me even more scared. And I was like, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? Can't believe this is happening.
It's gonna be great.
if I live to be 120, I don't think I'll ever forget it. Walk on. You know, it's not as country bumpkin as it may seem. You know, it's something that's very therapeutic.
Goes with the natural.
Okay. Sort of like dancing a little bit.
It's like being in a rocking chair.
It's particularly good for rebuilding confidence and a belief in yourself and your ability to have an impact on the world around you as opposed to being a victim.
And because you have a lot of people out here who believe that, well, if you just pull yourself up by your bootstraps, everything will be all right.
These guys just happen to protect you at one time, and so that you actually owe them. It's not a matter of them picking up their bootstraps, and if it is a matter to you, then help them pick up their bootstraps.
Sweet and cool and
Yeah.
juicy.
It turned out to be one of the greatest experiences of my life. You take care of yourself here. You take care of yourself, all right? Things you're going through, they just kind of melt away for a while. There's nothing better in the world than to have nothing on the paper, and then suddenly there's an entire character created, there's an entire circumstance created, there's an entire challenge for the character created, and it came from you, and it makes you proud. That's the payment, actually, being proud of what you've done. And I try to transfer that creativity to my life in general, because a lot of people would look at my life and see a whole lot of nothing. So I'm trying to bring a whole lot of something from that whole lot of nothing. I won't let anything beat me, not even this. The streets can't beat me, homelessness can't beat me. People who believe that we're less than human can't beat me. Halfway programs can't beat me. People who promise help but never deliver can't beat me. Promises made by politicians that are never fulfilled can't beat me. I'm gonna get out of this. I'm gonna make it. I know I am.